So one thing to call out is in Singapore, there are many different types of grocery stores and they have different prices. So today we're going to go to one of the stores that is considered like on the cheaper side, just so we can see the prices. So let's see what we find out from there. So now we're going to this supermarket called Shenzhen. It's a 24-hour supermarket. Here, most of the things that we buy in Singapore we eat are all imported, from milk to eggs to vegetables, and so that's why the cost of everything we buy here is very high, but it can be relative depending on where you shop. So the store we're in here is considered one of the cheaper options. It's a 24-hour supermarket, and so yeah, we're going around just looking at the different prices, and then we can compare and see whether it's cheaper to buy and cook at home or it is cheaper to actually eat outside. Okay, so strawberries from Korea, and these are $4.99 a box. Okay, so this is the chicken sausages and 200 grams, and they have a special discount price, and they're going for $3.80. Yes, so cucumbers from Malaysia, they're Japanese cucumbers. 5 pieces is $1.50. And then for tomatoes, here they're going for $6.90 per kilo. So the tomatoes right here. For the lemons is $2.45 per 5 pieces. Yeah, 65 cents per piece. So $2.45 for 5 pieces. Okay, so onions here, red onions, $1.20 per kilo. Red onions, and then for the white onions or the yellow onions, it's $2.55 per kilo. And then where are the sweet potatoes? Sweet potatoes here you'll find them for $2.90 a kilo. So potatoes are $1.20 per kilo. Not bad. And these are coming from Malaysia, probably.
Yeah, all Malaysia.
So for garlic, if you get a bundle like this one is coming from, looks like it's coming from China, and it's $2.98 a bundle. So on the fruit side, most of the things here are pre-packaged on this level, and because of that, you can see like 7 red apples for $5.95. We have a pack of mandarins for $4.99. And then you get the pack of green apples for $2.95. Pineapple for $1.90 per piece. And these are from Malaysia. Alright, so fresh milk 100%, 2 liters from Australia. It's going for $6.30. So for eggs, this is 10 pieces eggs, and they go for $3.30. So when it comes to ice cream, you can see here this small Belgian ice cream, which is 400 grams, and it's costing close to $15 per piece. And so if you want a discount, you get 2 for $25. You can also get alternative options of ice cream. So this is an option that comes from Malaysia. This is vanilla ice cream, and it goes for $5. So obviously there's cheaper alternative, but taste is different. All right, so these are the red grapes. These are from South Africa, and they're going for $3.55. They're seedless grapes, 500 grams. So not bad. So these green grapes, and they're from India, and they go for $2.75. Okay, here's a pack of mushroom, 3 pieces, 200 grams from Malaysia, and it's $4.50. So if you're into the olive oil, so for this bottle of classic olive oil from Spain, it will cost you about $9.30 a bottle. But if you can use regular oil, so you can see here we do have like the premium cooking oil. This one is about $7.90, and so there's a good range of options here for the oils, but they're more or less about the same price wise, and so it's just a matter of preference, really. So rice tends to be the base of all things, of the things we eat in Asia, or at least in Singapore. And so when you can see here, it's best to buy like these 5 kilo bags. And for 5 kilo bags, so this is like a jasmine fragrant rice, 5 kilos. And this one will cost $7.65. So not bad. So spaghetti here for this brand, it's $2.30 for a pack. And then now we love noodles, so there's different types of noodles that you can try and make different dishes with, and most of the noodles are rice based, so it's very healthy. So we have the $1.81 a pack, to these ones that are red rice noodles, $2.17, and you can have like different thickness from the really thin ones like these ones, like these are almost like rice sticks, very thin, all the way to others that are quite thick. I would say these ones are thicker, yeah, and it varies from like angel hair and has different colors, and it's quite fascinating, the different types of noodles that are available. Okay, so in the tea section, English breakfast. So if you want tea bags, you can see here there's some that goes for $4.95 for a pack, a box of 25 tea bags. Okay, so now we've finished picking all the things that we need. So now we're going to go and pay, and let's see what the total comes back to. Okay, so we just finished buying, and here is the receipt, and we have spent about $39.86 for 12 items, so not bad, not bad. All right, so today we have gone to see different options for buying groceries, whether it's at the wet market or in the grocery store. So now let's do the comparison and see which one is a better option. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so we've gone through 3 different ways that you can find your food. One is to go to a hawker center where they have prepared food that you can buy from the hawker stalls. If you haven't seen that video, you can watch it right here. The second is to go and buy food from the wet market, where there is all these raw food, fish and food and vegetables at a very cheap cost. It's the cheapest option. If you haven't seen that video, watch it right here. And then the third one is the one we just went on, buying from the grocery store. All in all, it's really up to your preference. Honestly, in terms of food quality, it's all really good food. It's just whether you want to spend more time to prepare your food, or if you want to go and get the food that's already prepared. So for most people here in Singapore, especially the local people, they usually prefer to go and buy food that's already been prepared. So you'll see them in the morning going down near their place to the closest hawker center, and they get their breakfast. And then at lunchtime, they go there again for their lunch. And at dinner, they do the same. It's very convenient for them. And because Singapore is very hot and humid, they actually prefer not to cook in the house so that they do not make the house even hotter. So that's another reason why they usually would prefer not to cook at home and get the food that's already been prepared in the hawker center. But if we're just sticking to cost, I would say buying the food that's already pre-prepared from the hawker centers is the cheapest way to go. And then followed by getting your raw, fresh vegetables and meats and food from the wet market. And then grocery store would essentially be your third option, where you're essentially complementing things that you did not get from the wet market. And that's the best way to go about it if you're on a budget. Obviously, there's even other more more expensive options that I'll cover in the next video. But if you're coming here for the first time, this will get you by very well. You'll probably not even realize that the diet is different because there's such a wide variety of food. And so yeah, I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you in the next video.